Okay, let's have a go at this question. It is a modeling question at a B standard, and it reads, a straight line has a gradient of -3 and makes a triangle with a y and x axis with area 9 centimeters squared. We need to find the equation of the line. Alright, so first thing we can do is draw a diagram. Why some students don't draw a diagram, I don't know. Always helps me to draw a diagram. You should always draw a diagram. Okay, and so the gradient here is -3. Alright, so I chose 3 and 1. And my first gut feeling is to find the area of this. So area is half base times height, and if the base is 1 and the height is 3, we get an area of 1.5 centimeters squared. Okay. Now, it tells us that the area is supposed to be 9. So how many times smaller am I? Or how many times greater do I need this answer to be to make 9?
7.5.
Do 9 divided by 1.5, what do we get?
3, 4 and a half. Oh gosh, I don't know.
6.
6, right? So I need my answer to be 6 times greater. Alright. Now imagine we haven't done this question before. Do we want to double the 3 or triple the 3 to see if we hit 9? What's my next? What should I try next?
Maybe 6 and 2.
6 and 2. Alright. So the area here would be half base times height, which is half of 6 times 2, which is going to come to 6 centimeters squared. Okay, I'm getting closer. I need to raise this by a little bit more, perhaps by half of that. So let's try 9 and 3. And the area is half base times height, half of 3 times 9 makes, 3 times 9 is 27, half of 27 is? Thanks guys for,
That's
just jumping in there.
20.
Okay, and so my answer has now jumped from 6 to 13.5, so we've sort of skipped a beat here, haven't we? Because we're trying to get 9. Okay, so this is where trial and error has taken us. We have found that the base is less than 3, but greater than 2. Okay, so at this stage we should be able to solve this question rather than use trial and error. I wouldn't use trial and error to try and work out what decimal place this comes out to be. I mean, it could be, it could take forever. So, let's see if we can use a rule. The area of a triangle is half the base times the height, and in all of these cases, what is height equal to?
3 times the base.
3 times the base, 3b. Okay, so half times the base times 3 bases. We could simplify that and make it 3 on 2, b squared. And in the question it tells us that the area is supposed to be 9. Okay, so b squared would be equal to 6, and that means b is equal to
The square root.
2.4.
the square root of 6, and we try to avoid rounding decimals wherever possible, so I want you guys to be comfortable with surds. That's a surd, by the way. And whenever we square root a number, how many answers can we get? 2, the positive and the negative. Now, we're referring to distance here, so will the negative need to be considered?
No.
It doesn't. Okay, but we should at least make a note of that. So b is equal to the positive of root 6, not negative of root 6, because of distance.
You can never have a negative distance.
That's right. Okay, cool. You can never have a negative distance. You can have a negative direction. Okay, so I can walk backwards root 6, but I cannot travel distance of root 6. So b is equal to root 6. That means h is equal to 3 root 6, right? 3 times b. And so let's just check to make sure that our area still works now. Half the base times the height is equal to half of root 6 times by 3 root 6.
Which is half 18.
3 on 2 times by root 6 times root 6 is a little faster, guy.
Root 6.
Root 6 times root 6.
Root 6 squared.
Are you typing it into the calculator right now?
I don't know.
6 times
root 6
Please,
squared.
Zara,
Root
please.
6 squared.
Root 6 squared.
I
Very
said
good,
that
Lisa.
I said that before.
You shouldn't be
It's
proud
on
right
camera.
now.
It's
You
on
should-
camera.
This is not a good moment. Root
Yeah, we're recording.
6 times root 6. Yes, I know it's root 6 squared.
Oh, okay, so what? 6 times 6?
Root
What's
36 is
36.
6. It's just 6?
36 squared.
Yeah,
Oh. So it is just 6.
It's 6.
right. Okay.
Oh, that was not our brightest moment.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
half of 6 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. It works. Excellent. So we're on the right track.
Oh, beautiful.
And then we should make a little conclusion that says, therefore, the dimensions. Oh,
No, we need to write the
we
equation.
need the equation of the line. Okay. So, coming back, let's work over here now. So we have root 6 there, 3 root 6 there. The gradient was
-3.
-3. Now, just looking at it, can you tell me what the equation is?
Yes.
Yes, what is it?
So y equal to -3 times x plus 3 times root 6.
Yes, exactly right.
And what?
Okay,
Because
because
of
that's
the
the
y
y-intercept.
intercept.
Yeah.
that's
So
the
we've
gradient.
got M and we've got C. So just by looking at it, we should be able to get it. Now, let's just take a moment to refresh our formula for the equation of a line. Y is equal to
x plus c.
M times x, take x1 plus y1.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, yes.
So if we weren't given the if we weren't given the y-intercept, but we were given a coordinate, we would need to use x1, y1. Okay, so let's just re-practice this. M was -3. What is x1 in this coordinate right there?
It is 0.
0. Okay. Plus y1. What's y1 there?
3
root
times
6. Yeah. And so we get the same answer that we start with. Okay.
Awesome. Why don't we use... Why is that there's just that other x chill?
Why is that x still there?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Oh,
the x
right.
variable,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah,
y
yeah.
variable.
I see that, yeah. Okay.
Okay, very good.